Yeah, so we're headed over to Ward Coffey's shop here in Santa Cruz, California. Putting in an order for a new custom surfboard. I'm going to talk to him about what I'm looking for and talk to him a little bit about what it takes to shape a surfboard. The current board I ride is a 6'6" round tail, and it's really made for bigger conditions, kind of the Santa Cruz, Ocean Beach, San Francisco type waves. I've moved down the coast. I'm living in Santa Barbara now, and I'm looking for something that's going to be a little skatier, a little faster down the line. And so I'm looking for a little different board, a little different shape this time, mix it up a little bit.
I shaped my first board in 1979, and but it wasn't really officially, formally shaping until I started working for Bob Pearson at Arrow, and he started training me to shape in 1982, kind of being a production shaper. So from 82 was my formal education in shaping kind of started. So
the reason I'm going to Ward Coffey is he's super experienced. He listens to my needs and my feedback and my input, and he can translate that into a board that'll work great. And secondly, he knows the central coast of California really well. As a surfer himself, he's surfed all up and down the coast. So he's going to make a board that will work really well in the conditions that we have here.
the most important thing to do a custom board is that you really need to meet with your customer. You really need to get the data, the info from your customer as far as where they're at, how long they've been surfing, where they surf, how they approach their surfing, and kind of where they want to go with their surfing. You also need to look at the equipment that they're on, and you need to get their feedback on the equipment that they're on. You need to numerically get the numbers off of that equipment and be able to document that on there. And I've kept a really good record of all the boards that I've ever shaped, especially my customers, and they're all in these file cabinets here. So when you come in and talk a board, I pull up a file. And then you just need to really develop a relationship with that customer to where they know when they're talking to you and what they get, they know what they're going to get, and they're confident in what they're going to get, and that they know it's going to work.
He's really open-minded, and he listens to his customers. He listens to what I'm looking for. He takes all of my feedback and all of my input, and he's able to translate that into a board that will work really well for me.
I always say that the customers need to keep track of the emotional end of it, and I keep track of the numerical end of it. So how that relates is like when you're talking about boards being more floaty or faster or biting more, I'm over here kind of going 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/16 of an inch, and I'm kind of equating those numbers and what the feedback is. Yeah, I obviously hand shape all my boards. I'm not totally opposed against the shaping machines or the CNC stuff. It's just how I've chosen to do stuff. I'm very tactile. I really like to feel what I'm doing. I really like a lot of the different steps that go into hand shaping. And when you're doing stuff by hand, is that you have to be in there every day doing it. You really have to be in shape and are in tune with what you're doing, just like doing your sports or whatever like that. You take a break for a while, you come back, you're going to be a little rusty, It's this kind of self-propelling type thing where my customers give me all this energy, and they give me all this insight, and they give me all this neat feedback on stuff, and it's kind of a neat thing, when you boil it down, I'm a toy maker, I'm the town toy maker. I make toys for guys to go have fun with, okay? Something you can get excited about, I'm not making rockets, I'm not doing things that are life and death situations, I make stuff for fun. And I get a kick out of that, I really dig it. And You know, the other thing is when guys call me up or they send me an email or they'll send me postcards or they'll come in and give me a bottle of beer or some fish they caught and they tell me, your board's unreal, I love that board, I just got the best waves of my life, you know. That kind of stuff's pretty gratifying, you know. It's pretty cool to have people really take a personal feel in their equipment. You know, I mean, I can't really think of too many people that, you know, talk about their tennis rackets that way, you know, or their soccer ball or whatever, you know, it's a different deal. So it's kind of a far out thing, so.